Hello, beautiful friends. Hello, hello. So today I want to share with you a video about how to grow your confidence so that you can grow your spiritual business, your coaching business, live your creative dreams, whatever it is that you want to create in this world. As we know, confidence is an essential ingredient, if not the foundation, of succeeding or actualizing our dreams. And this topic is so near and dear to my heart. And I have all of these notes from different trainings I've done this last week, the last couple weeks. We're training our coaches and we're doing lots of confidence trainings in the dojo. And we're in the middle of a free 4-week mini series called Stepping into Coaching Confidence. And as soon as I turned on this video, I thought, I don't want to use the cards. I don't want to use the training. I just want to talk to you heart to heart, because I think this is what is going to actually elevate our confidence. And my intention is that you walk away today with the key to unlocking confidence in your life so that you can bring your purpose, your soul-centered work, what you are really here to do and bring and share and give in our world, out into the world, to actually deliver that cargo. Okay, how does that sound? So this topic is so near and dear to my heart because it's the thing I see over and over and over and over and over again. Training coaches, certifying coaches, coaching coaches. I'm going to use coaches a lot as an example here, but you can replace the word coach for whatever your dream is, whether that's starting a business or creating a family or being a healer or a spiritual teacher or something else. Just replace the word coach with your dream because this will apply to you. So it's just a bit heartbreaking because I see some of the most talented people not moving forward, and they're just like frozen in this place of self-doubt. And most people will say, to grow a business or to live your dreams or to create anything in your world, all you have to do is take courageous action, right? Take courageous action. And I often say that action leads to clarity, and then clarity feeds more action. And it's this beautiful cycle because you take this courageous action from your heart, keyword, not from fear, but from your heart. As you take that action, you get more clear because you see what works and what doesn't work. The mistake most people make is they sit there trying to calculate what they're going to do, overthinking. An example is, I'm going to look at all the different coach training programs and keep researching all of them. And then people get stuck in depression and anxiety because they're not trusting the path. They're not just going with what their heart is saying and moving forward. And conversely, we see people who follow their hearts, trust themselves, and move forward. They have amazing results. But really, so courageous action feeds clarity, and that's super important. And I want to share a story with you in a moment about this. But I think it's deeper than courage. I think we need something deeper than courage in order to flourish in our dreams, in order to bring our dream that's in our head into tangible form in our lives, okay? And when I started drilling deep and looking deeper, it's like, well, what is stopping most people from taking the courageous action to begin with? If we know anything can manifest in our lives by being in a heart-centered frequency, a healthy frequency, like I always say, your frequency is your number one job above anything else, just like it's my number one job above training coaches, above coaching coaches, above anything else I do. There is something deeper than that heartfelt action. What stops people from that heartfelt action? And you might say fear or doubt, and feel free to write in the chat what you think that is. But when I drill really deep into it, it really comes down to a lack of confidence, a lack of confidence. And I'm going to share with you something you've probably never heard about confidence, something that was surprising to me when I uncovered it in my own soul, in my own self. And my prayer is that when I give this to you, it's going to help you unlock your confidence and move forward really powerfully. So I want to share a story with you to start that's just percolating right now. And she's a perfect example. One of my clients recently shared with me that she fell into a really old pattern and she was depressed and stuck. and not moving forward because she has a coaching business. She has a very clear niche. She has a very powerful message. She is a talented healer and coach. And she was sharing with me that she went back into old patterns of hiding, of not being visible, and afraid of being visible. And then she went into a shame spiral because she wasn't moving forward. And then she went into sort of this self-hatred pattern, or I'll call it self-neglect or self-abandonment. And the way she does that is she just numbs out on Netflix. Like, that's her mechanism, is when she doesn't like herself, she just numbs out on Netflix, or when it seems too hard, she just kind of tapped out. Like, like business is not open. I'm not open for business. And it was heartbreaking to her because she knows her gift. She has everything in place, and she even has the audience and the people, but she held herself back. So I asked her, and this is something you can ask yourself right now, what was the trigger that set off this pattern? Like, what was the trigger that set off this pattern of, I can't do it, or I'm not good enough, or just watching Netflix, abandoning yourself? What sent you into the depression or the anxiety or the not good enough? And she said, and by the way, I'm seeing your comments, and I'll get to those. If you have any questions, write them in about confidence, especially, and I'll answer them at the end today. So she said, I know exactly what the trigger was. She said the trigger was that I did a couple enrollment calls with clients. They were perfect candidates for her program, and neither of them enrolled. Neither of them enrolled in the program. And when she got off of those calls, she went into this self-abandonment and just shame. She just felt embarrassed. Like, how did I not book those clients? I know how to enroll. I know what to do, all these different things. Well, actually, not true. So she wasn't using the enrollment strategy that we had shared with her in the coach training program. That's a whole other topic. I'm going to just let you guys know, if you want to grow your coaching business, make sure to click get the gift below, because we're going live every Saturday for these 4 weeks. We started last Saturday, 3 more weeks. If you want to build confidence around your coaching business specifically, we're getting into enrollment, how to give your clients results in each session, how to grow your own confidence, as well as how to grow your audience. So you can grab that below. We do it live on Zoom. It's the first time we've done something like this. But she wasn't using the enrollment strategies, and she felt shameful because she didn't use it. There were different things that were coming up for her. And what happened was, when we went deeper, because I started to drill in the coaching session with her deeper and deeper, what she realized was that she couldn't handle the version of herself who fell on her ass and didn't win and didn't do this amazing job. The one who kicks ass, she loves. She's so proud of that version of herself. The one who's like ultra confident and amazing with clients and very confident in the way she speaks and the way she gives so powerfully to others. She's very confident with that, and she can love the girl who kicks ass, but she cannot stand the girl who falls on her ass. The version of herself who falls on her ass and is vulnerable and fails in her perception or does something not at an A+ level, she can't deal with. So she literally abandons herself. In the past, she would abandon herself or leave herself by numbing out on Netflix because the pain was too hard. So when it comes to confidence, we're talking about true confidence, because obviously you care about true confidence or you wouldn't watch my videos. I'm not talking about the fake confidence, like, hey, look at me, I'm amazing. I'm talking about a confidence that even when things get hard, you're breathing. You still love yourself. You continue to move forward. You take courageous action. Nothing stops you because you have a core loyalty to yourself. The word confidence comes from the root confidel, which means with fidelity or with loyalty. So what are you loyal to? This is really important, and I would write this down. I would also write down, well, I'd answer that for yourself. Who are you loyal to? Are you loyal to your fearful parents, your community that is telling you can't do it, your thoughts, your mind, your self-doubts? Or are you loyal to your dream? Are you loyal to your heart? Are you loyal to the thing that lights you up? Are you loyal to awe and wonder? Okay. And this is a really important question. When was the last time you felt awe and wonder? When I say awe and wonder, I mean, when you were first born, or maybe 6 months out of the womb, or you look at a baby that's like brand new and they're just like looking out at the world in awe. That's our original state. That's confidence. Courage means that there has to be fear, so worry or fear, in order to move forward, even in spite of fear. Confidence precedes that. It's deeper than courage, because as a baby, there's no need for courage, because there isn't even logical thought yet. So there's just a sense of heart and this is where we really have an opportunity. We've got to get strong in our hearts. We've got to get strong in our hearts. Like my client, the way that she could get strong in her heart is by loving the version of herself who's on her ass. That's how we strengthen our hearts. Versus the way she would leave herself is dreaming up the version of her that's going to kick ass next time, which is important. That's a form of coaching, but it's premature. Let's take a breath, because there's something I really want to share with you. So take a breath and exhale out. And I want you to let this next breath reach the part of you that's vulnerable, that falls on his or her ass, that doesn't do it right, who might be a bit awkward or not there yet. And let the breath reach that part of you that you've been judging, trying to get past, trying to overcome, trying to get rid of. Because the way to confidence is to love the badass and the one who falls on her ass. Love the badass and the one who falls on his or her ass. And the way we do that is through your spiritual business, through your coaching business, through your visibility, through the things that scare you. That's when the vulnerable part of you is guaranteed to come to the surface. And what I think the best part about business is not the amazing results my clients get. This is all icing on the cake, not the money or the ability to create my own schedule. I mean, these things are awesome. To create your own schedule, live where you want, be your own boss, make money being you. Those things are amazing. I'm not going to like brush that aside. It's incredible. But the best part is expanding into a level of self-love that is so complete and so full that I am restored to a sense of awe. And this is going to like bring tears to my eyes. Awe and wonder. Awe and wonder. Restoring to your original self. If you want to be confident, if you want to grow your confidence and grow your ability to make money doing what you love, anything we want to grow out there requires first growing in self-confidence and self-love. So the way we do that is that when you move forward and you're afraid, and you move forward and you do the thing, like my client, she did the 2 enrollment calls, which is such a huge win. Many people don't even go that far because they're too scared. She did the thing. And then there was a learning opportunity. Instead of being in awe, like, oh my God, I just did that. Oh my God, it was her third. Those were her second and third enrollment calls, by the way. Okay, she's brand new. Until you do 100 of them, you're still new at this. So that's just an example. So instead of being in awe, like, oh my God, I did it. That was amazing. It was so incredible. And to be in awe listening to them, she went into a state of anxiety. So I want you to see there's like this dream. I really want this thing. And then that's where awe lives, from the heart. I really want to create my coaching business. I really want to fall in love with my spiritual partner. I really want to move to Turks and Caicos or wherever. It's this desire that bubbles up. Most people hear that first desire, but then they immediately come into the box of anxiety. Oh, but I can't do that. What if this happens? What if that happens? She was like, I want to grow my coaching business. And she actually did it and held the enrollment call. She went into her leadership, took courageous action. The place that she flopped was in the psychic hygiene. Okay. Psychic hygiene. So what I mean by this is I end up using the cards because they just help. But here's the thing. Confidence, the foundation, what I really want you to hear, it's restoring a sense of awe. It's coming back to those fresh eyes that you once had when you were first born and living here a lot. For me, it's going out in nature, playing the harmonium, singing, dancing, listening to clients, being present, hugging trees, sitting with my kitty cat and snuggling with her, writing poetry that has nothing to do with thought. It just comes in stream of consciousness. Whatever it is that ignites a sense of awe for you, when I stop in the middle of the day or even right now, just look at the mountains and the birds and the trees, that ignites awe in me. That's number one. Then number two is once you have that awe, like my client, I want to grow my coaching business. She's so excited. She went into her leadership. That's step two to confidence, because if you're not taking courageous action, giving your gift, going out there, sharing with people, being of service, giving your gift away for free at first, if that's what's required to get some feedback, to get clarity on what offer you're going to put out there, who your niche is, that sort of thing. And then psychic hygiene. And this is where she had an opportunity. I don't want to say she flopped. I want to say she was given an opportunity to rescue herself in that moment. And that's the opportunity every time we go into our leadership and do something scary. You always have an opportunity to rescue yourself from the fearful, anxious mind, the box of the mind that's going to try to convince you out of it. So how do you do that? Because once you have psychic hygiene, meaning, okay, she did the 2 enrollment calls, she didn't enroll the clients. Psychic hygiene is noticing immediately that her state, she felt bad. And she actually told me that she noticed immediately that she felt horrible. So that's the first step to psychic hygiene, is noticing something's off with your thinking. And then it's to, instead of trying to escape yourself through Netflix or dreaming up some better version of you, which is part of coaching, like I said earlier, but it's premature. And this is where most coaches, most coach trainings, they fail, because they try to get you to the goal without healing where you are, without accepting where you are, without loving where you are. If you don't accept and love where you are going to be chasing a ghost of yourself your whole life, and you will never very unlikely to get to where you want to go. The work is in psychic hygiene, in self-mastery, in self-love. Love the one who falls on her ass. And you know what? Yeah, love the one who falls on her ass as well as the one who kicks ass. And once you can really do that and really hold yourself through anything, then visioning what you learned from that enrollment call, for example, and how you can do it differently the next time, and getting on the phone with someone else and applying it, that's moving into powerful leadership again. But first, we got to clean up our minds so that we restore to awe, we go back into action, we clean up whatever comes up in the process, we go back to awe. It's like this beautiful cycle of living. And think about these 3 keys, awe, leadership, and psychic hygiene, as like, think of the mountains, the Alps, right? If you want to go up into that level of elevation in your life, the Alps are just incredible, right? In Switzerland, these gorgeous mountains. To scale the top of the mountain of your life, to be in that state of awe, to be giving your gift to others, to have that level of friendship with yourself, that you have psychic hygiene in place. And that's daily. We brush our teeth daily, hopefully. Psychic hygiene, why didn't we learn this in school? So that's why I share these videos, to help remind us. So what is the thought you've been having that's been toxifying your life, that you need to clean up and detoxify and have some psychic hygiene around, psychic boundaries? Oftentimes, it's not comparing ourselves with others that's the biggest problem. It's comparing ourselves with a future version of ourselves that we imagine we'll love once we get there, and comparing ourselves to that version of ourselves rather than loving the version of ourselves we are now, because doing that is a form of self-hatred. I will love myself when I'm there, and then totally abandoning ourselves when we're here. So just taking a few deep breaths. What is the version of you right now that's asking for love? What is the part of you you have believed is shameful, embarrassing? Why bother moving forward with this happening in your life or this part of you? And how can you hold yourself as you take that next step? How can you love yourself as you take that next step? So with this particular client, when we got to the root of her issue and really looked at it, she was able to see, and our minds are so clever. I mean, it's almost so unfair the way the mind is so tricky. The ego has so many tricks to keep us the same. And newsflash, when we are stuck, if you feel stuck, that is synonymous with feeling safe. The ego wants you stuck. When we're stuck, we are safe to the ego. So an opportunity is, she realized that, oh, wow, her mind was using all of these thoughts that she got to clean up, basically telling her that she should be ashamed of herself because she didn't enroll properly, instead of contacting me as her coach, who has the masterful enrollment skills to guide her every step of the way. But she was too ashamed to tell me for a few days, wasting those days, not wasting, because now look what's happening. She's having this big aha. Sometimes you have to go all the way back into feeling stuck or like it's not working or like you're going to give up and binging on Netflix like she did, to then get so over it that you sling forward really powerfully. Okay. So I'm going to look at some of your comments right now. What I really want to ask you from all of this, well, first of all, make sure to join us on Saturday. If you are a coach and you want to build your confidence, or you are dreaming of being a coach and want to grow your confidence, when you register at thediamondprocess.com, it's totally free for 4 weeks. Diamondprocess.com/coaching confidence. You'll instantly get the replay of this past Saturdays where we go deeper into self-confidence. Next week, this Saturday, we're moving into more of the coaching skills and then enrollment and growing your audience, more practical things. But to go deeper on what we talked about today, you can grab that. Yay! Oh, it's so good to see you from Istanbul. I've thought of you. I've worn your necklace recently, the Rumi one. Oh, it's so sweet that you're here. Oh my goodness, Harley's here. Yes, Kate is here. Yeah, I've definitely used Netflix to dissociate. This is so relatable. Exactly. It's why I wanted to share it. Yeah, Jordan, I want to be more loyal to myself. However, I tend to feel I'm more loyal to what society is expecting of me. What a powerful awareness. And how common is that, right? Because if you are loyal to society, what do you get from that? What's the win? And then what's the cost of that? I understand, because I'm going through something like this right now around that, which I won't get into, around basically everyone I know, almost like 80% of the people I know, doing something one way and I'm doing it the other way, and they don't understand. Like, they literally don't get it. And so it's really, I think many of us at this time are getting an opportunity to trust ourselves above all else, to be self-honoring and stop leaving ourselves and rescue ourselves. I think we're having, through COVID and all of this, it's a massive awakening into rescuing ourselves from the grips of fear, isolation, of being abandoned, neglected by others. So instead, we abandon and neglect ourselves. Think about how nonsensical that is. I'm going to abandon myself so that you don't abandon me, but I can't live with myself because I'm abandoning myself. So, like, for example, the thing I'm going through, it's like I'm getting to be very uncomfortable right now being who I am, even if people don't understand. And yet to get my life back, in the sense of, I get to make this choice because it's true for me, and to breathe into the satisfaction of, I get to, even if it means being the only one who gets it, can I be okay with that? And I think we're collectively in this awakening right now to rescue ourselves, even if it means abandoning others' control over you. I love the way you teach. Oh, thank you, Kate. Thank you for your time. You are welcome. Thank you for your gratitude. My mind was just blown when I think of self-love. I never thought of it as love that can grow. Your love for yourself can grow. Absolutely. I don't know if you guys remember this plant, but in a past video, I showed it to you guys. It was like totally abandoned. That one was always flourishing. And this one was like put in a corner in this part of the house. It doesn't have a lot of sun. And of course it was like really sad. I put him in the light, and of course, he's like flourishing the same way that guy's flourishing. And that's how self-love is. Even when we abandon ourselves in a dark corner for a while, and then we decide to bring love to ourselves, our love can grow and we can grow. Our confidence can grow, and then our businesses can grow, and then our relationships can grow. Veronica, action, psychic hygiene, wonderful. Yes. Oh, Natalie, what are you doing awake in Austria? It is so late. You're amazing. Okay. So the Alps are super close. Wow. You can see them from your home. For me, it's comparison. Absolutely. Why do what I do if someone else already does it better? I'm going to answer this question. Why should you do what you do if someone else does it better? You know my answer to this, and that's the funny part. There is nobody else, and I can attest to this because I know you, Natalie, but this goes for every single one of you. Every single one of us is unique. I'll give you an example. There's certain people teaching things that are in a form that I literally can't learn from because they're so loud and so bold and so like direct and so anxious. And they have the content, like I really want to learn it. And they're super famous and super popular. I literally cannot listen. My nervous system is like, I need the person who's saying the same thing, who has the same wisdom, who might be a little bit more shy even, or awkward or quirky or just real, to learn from them. People need what you have in the form that you are in. And sometimes the place that we get tripped up is we think that, oh my God, that person has like so many millions of followers and they're already saying the same thing. Well, who cares about the millions of followers? What if you can impact 100 people who need it from you? And a beautiful business can be grown from 100 people. Imagine 100 people in your home right now where you're giving a talk. That's pretty freaking significant. 10 people is significant. We get so tripped up on comparison, and that's another way that the mind puts us in the box and pulls us from awe. What if the awe is that one person who says, thank you so much for sharing your message. I needed to learn this from you. I needed to learn this from you. And then you're in the state of awe, and that person's life changes and transforms. So I know it sounds cliche, but I ask you to really know that there's not one person on this planet who is you other than you. And if you could just look in the mirror when you hang up this video and genuinely just stop, turn away from all technology, and just look at yourself in the mirror and breathe and get really curious about your eyes, especially. And take some time. It might take a couple of minutes to greet yourself, to see yourself, not what you see on the surface, not what you see as an image, but your true image, the light that shines through you, the essence of you, the energy of you. And invite a sense of awe in relationship to you seeing your value, your unique keyword value in this world. Even if the words are the same as someone else, you are completely unique, and that's what makes you so valuable. I catch you live. Yay, Regina. Learning to make forgiveness a part of my lifestyle. Awesome. I feel like a part of myself left and died. Is there something I can do about it? Love your videos, by the way. They're not just smart words, but they're full of heart. That's why it makes a difference. Thank you, Regina. what part of yourself died? What part of yourself did you leave behind? And was it a part of yourself that needed to shed? Like a snake sheds its full body, its full skin, I mean, regularly. That's obviously old and it doesn't need it anymore. Or is it something essential to you that you feel has died? And what is that? It's going to be really important to clarify. Harley, I've learned that I have been relying on clients' enrollment feedback where did it go? For my self-worth, working on making my self-worth, self-love my number one priority. Amazing. And I love that you're drilling this home, because what if that's it for all of us? Thank you for sharing that. Harley just nailed it. She got it down to the core. What if your confidence and self-worth is not based on anything external? It's based on how you show up for yourself when you fall on your ass, and how you show up for yourself when you're a superstar. Are you celebrating and digesting your wins when you're on top of the mountain? Are you tending to yourself and being gentle with yourself when you're on your ass or on the floor? That is the great measure. This amazing, that's how I feel about Tony Robbins. He's just too loud for me. Yeah, so that's such a great example. And then other people would be like, I love Tony, I love him. So that's how people feel about you, right? They love you or they don't. Some people click on these videos that I make and they're like, I don't resonate at all. Others are like, oh my God, this is my person. This is who I need to learn from. This is who I want to get certified as a coach from. This is my person. It's a frequency. I always say our job is frequency. That's our number one job. You being in a state of awe, you putting self-care first, you taking care of yourself, you giving your gift from a frequency of love and joy and inspiration rather than trying to get something, giving, shining the light. That is what makes you magnetic. And the beauty of YouTube, for example, it does all the weeding out for you. You just give your gift. Well, first you take care of you by being in a state of awe, doing what you love, being out in nature, connecting, breathing, taking care of your body, dancing, drinking lots of water, eating lots of fresh fruits and vegetables, just good to you. Your state is healthy. And then you go out there and you give your gift. And then guess what? YouTube does the work for you. People see you, they resonate, they're excited, they subscribe. They do not resonate, they click out. You never even know. You don't even know who they are. You've never even had to talk to them. All you have to do is stand as the light that you are. That's all you need to do. So it's really, yes. Okay. I love your name, Spread Happiness and Love. I needed this video and your energy so bad. I just realized that. Oh, mwah. Thank you from the bottom of my heart and for sharing. Thank you for being you and inviting us to be ourselves. There is nobody else to be because you are so freaking incredible. Can you believe it? Like, think of the mystery. You want to talk about awe? The mystery that you were created. Who in the world's created you? Like, I know someone created this pen. Like, we can go to the manufacturer. We know who created the pen, but who created the person who created the pen? That's like a mystery. Some mysterious force created you, and there's no other one of you. Like, really take that in for a moment. Like, think of the purpose of that. Oh, not to create the same thing twice, not to create the same person twice, not to create the same leaf or snowflake or mountain twice. You are it. You are the shabib. You are it. And think of that baby. Think of the version of you when you were first born. There wasn't even a need for confidence because you just embodied it, because it wasn't about, you didn't know who you were yet. You didn't have the identity that humanity or your people placed on you. You didn't have an identity yet. You just were looking, you were seeing, you were being, you were discovering, you were in wonder, you were in awe, I want this, you're burping, you're farting, you're laughing, you're pointing, you're giggling, and everyone's like, oh my God, she's amazing. Why is it any different now? It's just ideas that say it's different, but it's not. There's one of you. That's like, to me, when I really sit with that, how is that even possible? How is there that much infinite abundance that the same exact creation isn't created twice? Like, mind blowing. And what's the purpose of that? Maybe for us to be ourselves as fully and completely as we can. And maybe that's the meaning of life. As one of my mentors just shared with me, which is very deep and it's going in my memoir, the purpose of our lives is to be real. And it's really a journey of being real. It's a journey of releasing all the things we thought we had to be, which I'm in the process of right now. At the next level. And so I just love being on this journey with you guys and getting to share this with you, because we all get to walk together, and that's what makes it so much easier and so much more fulfilling to see each other blossoming and growing and all of this. Moon Shadow Garden, Natalie, I feel that, can't listen to him. Oh yeah. My joy and curiosity for live in general. I recently, okay. So what has died, I think is what you're saying, Regina, is your joy and curiosity for life in general. I recently saw a photo of myself 5 years ago. Her eyes were shining even though she was naive and full of problems. Got it. Okay. So joy and curiosity. Do you remember the moment where your joy and curiosity started to get stifled? And I just want to speak to this for a moment, because if you feel, and a lot of people feel this way, let me know if you feel this way, that your joy and curiosity is not attainable to you right now. If that's the case, if you're in survival mode, or you're constantly in consumption of content online, for example, and you're just bombarded with stimulation from all places, the first step is to make space to unpack and let out your emotions, to feel what you feel. It's very hard to feel curious and to feel joy and to be present and in a state of awe when we're so busy pushing down what we really feel and who we really are. So part of the journey is just unpacking it all, and it means getting really good at what you feel. That's why I have lots of videos on this channel about feeling what you feel. And so it might be, as a start, create a date with yourself tonight. You turn off all technology, unplug Wi-Fi, everything, lights off, candles on. Sit in a place where you have perfect quiet. Place your hands on your heart. Maybe light some Palo Santo, have some essential oils, whatever you want that gets you into a state where you can feel again, where you're in your senses. And just let yourself know, I'm here. I love you. And just become present with what's actually coming up in you and what's in the room, the candle. You might even start by writing, freeform writing, unpacking what's inside of you. Beneath all the stuff that we've collected from others, all of the ideas, some really cool ideas, some not so cool ideas, they're all still just ideas. Beneath all those ideas of right doing and wrong doing, as Rumi says, there's a field. I'll meet you there. So it's time for us to meet ourselves there. And that's what I hope these videos bring you. Okay. So I wouldn't be here without YouTube. So true, Natalie. And by the way, Moon Shadow Garden, Natalie is incredible. Natalie designed my entire book, The Diamond Process. She's one of the most incredible artists. Her illustrations are freaking gorgeous. Definitely, if you don't know her, I imagine you do, but if you don't, definitely check out her videos and grow with her. She's a genius. Just because someone doesn't love you, that doesn't mean they think negative of you. I need to remember that difference. Sometimes it's like, if they don't love me, they hate me, right? Which is not true. Powerful. I'm so blessed to have found you, such a beautiful soul. We will talk soon. Yay. Moon Shadow Garden still boggles me how no two snowflakes are alike. Exactly. I mean, draw snowflakes. After 50, I'm running out of ideas. Oh, you're fantastic. Hello. All right, you guys, this has been so much fun. If you have received something valuable from this video, if you are committed to expanding into a state of awe, which really is the foundation of restoring confidence, returning home to who you've always been, who you were born as, the place within you that never dies, it's always here, then give this video a thumbs up. And if you specifically want to step into confidence as a coach and really establish a foundation of knowing your value, learning how to grow your audience and help clients get results in every session, as well as learn how to enroll, really feel confident in your enrollment, grab the 4-week, it's totally live mini series. First time I've ever done this. We meet on Zoom once a week on Saturdays. We started this past Saturday. It was super fun. And you can grab that at thediamondprocess.com/coaching confidence. And when I say we've never done this before, I mean, we've never done it on Zoom. Usually those are paid offers. But I'm committed to as many of us who have something beautiful we want to give to the world, our soul-centered businesses or whatever our expression is, our message, the thing we want to help our world with, but confidence is blocking you. I'm committed to helping you just like done with any of those blocks so you can shine your light as you, the real and authentic and amazing you. All right, my friends. Oh, Anna's in the house. You're welcome. You're so welcome, you guys. Love you all so, so much. And I will see you in the next video. If you're not already subscribed, I make videos on Tuesdays, usually live streams. And on raising your frequency and learning how to grow your coaching business, really create and live your purpose that is unique to you, to uncover the gift that's within you and share it confidently with our world. Yeah, chop, chop, chop. Exactly, Natalie. All right, my friends, I'll see you either Saturday in the Stepping into Coaching Confidence. This Saturday, we're working specifically on how to ensure that you help your clients get results in each session. And then the next 2 weeks, we move into some of the other things I talked about, like enrollment. All right, love you guys. I'll see you in the next video.